Good morning and welcome back. Happy New Year, everyone. It is Monday. Wellness Yoga. We're back. We had a couple holidays and we've been out. So today we're going to do a mat class on the floor, but I would like to use a chair as a prop today. So it won't be like our chair class and it won't be all the way on the mat all the time. We're going to just use that as a prop like we would blocks or anything else. I have a strap here as well, just in case, so I think I might use that as well. But yeah, grab yourself a chair, any chair that works for you, and we'll use that in a little bit here. So we're going to go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth with a slight constriction of the throat. Keeping the lips closed as you breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fully and deeply. And exhale. Slow. Keep with your breath and your focus. Then begin to squeeze your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Squeeze and press your shoulder blades together. Press. Push your elbows and your shoulders down. Roll and round. Squeeze the shoulders up and then squeeze and press together. Push the shoulders down, press. Roll and round up. Squeeze and press together. Push down. Again, roll, squeeze up. Squeeze and press together. Push the shoulders down and then relax the shoulders. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Lift your head up and back. Chin to chest. Lift up and back. Chin to chest. With your chin towards your chest, begin to make small movements side to side. Just little movements, getting the head and the neck kind of shifting around a little bit. And then as you move, start to make those movements a little bigger. And begin to bring ear to shoulder each side. And lift your head back up to the center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms together, hands to the heart. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, let's open the arms, reach your hands behind you. Lean the head back, open through the heart. Bring your hands to your knees. Tuck your chin to your chest, round the spine. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, tuck and round. Neutral spine at the center. Sitting up, let's take our right hand down at our side. Inhale, left arm all the way up. Bend the left elbow. Bring your ear to your shoulder on the left and walk the right fingertips out at your side. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, we switch. Ear to shoulder on the right, walk those left fingers out at your side. Inhale, all the way up and interlace your fingers. Bring your fingers behind your head. Chin to chest, draw the elbows together. Lift your head back up to center. Let's keep our fingers interlaced. Extend the arms, reach up. Bring your arms halfway down in front. Tuck your chin to your chest, round the upper back. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, up. Halfway, exhale, all the way up. Bend your elbows open at your side, lean the head back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, again, bend. Lean back. Inhale, up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, up. Now let's twist to the right. So bring those arms down. Twist, look over the right shoulder. Gently untwist. Coming to center, sit up, twist left. Back to center. We're gonna stretch our legs out. I was sitting on my block, so wiggle out those legs, give them a little break, shake them out. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. So we want to have a diamond shape here. So we don't want the feet close. We want to push the feet forward a bit so we have more space. So with space, we're going to take our hands down and thread the hands under the legs and fold forward. So just hang on here. Let the hands just rest on the ground. If you want to add more, you might grab hold of the feet with your hands. Nice and easy, let's come on up. Again, shake those legs out, give them a little break. And then let's bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. You might use your strap here, you might not. So if you're gonna use your strap, take it and place it around the balls of the right foot. Bring those strap pieces together. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, exhale. We bend forward over that left leg. Breathe in. As you breathe out, see if you can fold a little bit deeper into that stretch. Nice and easy, let's come on up. Come up and give a twist to the right. Look over the right shoulder. And untwist, making your way back to center. We switch. Extend the left right leg and the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Your strap goes around the balls of the right foot, if you're using it. Breathe in, sit up, breathe out. We hinge and fold over that right leg. Breathe in. As you breathe out, see if you can fold a little bit more. Nice and easy. Release. Sitting up, twist to the left. Gently untwist. Coming back to the center. Let those legs stretch out, wiggle them out, give them a little break, and then let's bring the soles of the feet back together. This time we're gonna hold on to the feet and bounce the knees up and down. So starting to add some motion into those joints. A little bit more. Okay, let's hold it. Now, take your hands, bring them behind you, and we're gonna adjust our feet so our knees are bent and the soles of the feet start down on the ground. But what we're gonna do is just drop our knees side to side. So let your hips move around with you as you move those legs side to side. Give yourself space too. I've kind of scooted back a little bit to let those legs move around. All right, hold it right here. So now let's take our hands to our legs and we're gonna begin to rock, and we're gonna rock front to back. So we're gonna kind of work out the spine all the way through, and when you rock back, feel free to move and bend, bring the legs up overhead, however far you wanna go. So make sure you have space on your mat and you're not gonna run into anything. I might have to move my chair. So let's see. Begin to rock, front to back. Couple more. Come to the front and stand up. So you might rock to standing, you might not. Grab your chair. So we're gonna place our chair at the front of the mat. we want the seat of the chair facing us so that the back of the chair is out. We're going to begin with a downward facing dog, but using the chair. So you might notice that when you move into downward facing dog on the mat, maybe your heels are way up high, or it just feels a little bit open or too spread out. You can always walk your feet back in. We're going to use the chair. It lifts us up a little bit so that everything evens out a little bit more. So take your hands to your chair. So you can hold on, you can grasp onto the edges of the chair. You could place your hands right on the seat of the chair. We're just going to begin to walk our feet back. Figure out where that is for you. And then send the tailbone back. Let your head come down. For downward facing dog, supported with the chair. Shake the head out. Now, take a deep inhale and a big exhale. Deep inhale, exhale. Begin to walk the dog, so bend one knee at a time and let your hips move. You might notice your heels are a lot closer to the ground here. Getting that leverage from the chair. It just gives us a little more space, like when we use blocks. Good. Now, keep your hands at the chair. We're going to lower our knees down to the mat and untuck the toes. We're going to take our elbows to the seat of the chair and move into a puppy pose. So it's going to look like this. Our elbows come down to the chair. Bring your palms together here. Make enough space for yourself because we're going to drop the chest and lower the head. Once you're there, bend your elbows. Maybe take those thumbs to the back of the neck. So this allows us a little extra space to drop below the chair. So where we would do it on the mat before, you stop right at the mat. You can't go below and further that stretch. When you use the blocks, this is essentially the same thing. This just gives us more space. Nice and easy. Let's come back up. Bring your hands back to the chair. So maybe you walk your knees in just a little bit. Tuck the toes under. Lift and send the tailbone to the sky. Adjust your feet back to downward facing dog. We're going to sweep our right leg to the sky. And lower that right leg down. Left leg to the sky. Bring it down. Look up through the hands and step your right foot forward. Bend the knee. Hold it here for a lunge. You might even wiggle that left foot further back and sink a little bit deeper into that lunge. But we have support of the chair here. So breathe. Step forward. And we'll take our left foot back. Right foot, sorry, I'm really mixing up my lefts and rights today. Our right foot steps back. Breathe. Sink into that lunge wherever you need to be. If you need to scoot your right foot further back, do that. We have the chair here to keep us stable. It's a little harder to stay balanced with your knee up. You can always lower the knee if it's too much to keep the knee up. Step forward. Take 1 or 2 steps back. Find a forward bend. Exhale. Let your head come down. Relax into it. Round the spine, come all the way back up to standing. Relax those shoulders, give them a little break. Now, we're gonna step back toward our chair again. So, I'm gonna have my left foot underneath the seat of the chair a little bit. When we lunge and we step back and forth, you want to start close to the chair. Otherwise, you'll be reaching and bending in ways that don't give you good form. You're not going to get quite so much out of the stretch. So let's take our right foot back, drop that back heel at a 45-degree angle. So check that your heels are about lined up here. We'll move into triangle pose with the chair. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. As you exhale, take that left hand down to the seat of the chair. Keep the right arm reaching straight up. Come on up slow. We're going to take our right arm down to the back leg, or you can take your right arm behind your back. Flip your left palm up, and we're going to reverse our triangle. Reach up and back. And we're going to come back toward the chair. This time, place your right hand down on the chair, and we're going to revolve our triangle. So now our left arm comes up. We're facing the other direction. So our feet stay exactly the same. Our right hand comes down to the chair, and our left arm reaches up. Revolve triangle. Bring your hand back to the chair. So now both of our hands are on the seat of the chair. We're going to send our hips back for pyramid pose. So we want to adjust. We want to keep a flat back here. Maybe you stay right here. This might be as far as you go. With your breath, inhale. If you want to add more, exhale. Bend the elbows perhaps, coming down a little further. Pyramid pose. Supported by the chair. Slowly begin to press back up. Press up and then let's step in. So, come all the way up, relax those shoulders, let your legs and your hips move around a little bit. We're going to keep our right foot planted this time in the front. So again, my toes are just underneath the seat of the chair. You want to be close to the chair. If you are too far back, you'll be reaching and it's uncomfortable and poor form. So, we're going to step our left foot back. That left foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Both legs are straight. We're going to move into our triangle pose. So inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the seat of the chair. Your left arm stays straight up. Shift your gaze, look up toward that left hand. We come up. The left arm comes down to that back leg or behind the back. Your front right palm is going to flip up. Reverse your triangle. Reach that right arm up and back. Slowly come back and bring your hands down toward the chair. Now we're going to revolve. So your left hand is placed right about the center of the seat of the chair. Your right arm comes up. So we're switching our direction, but our feet never change. Everything stays right there. You're going to feel that a lot more in that right side here. Our regular triangle, you'll feel it on the left side. Now, bring your hand back down. Make any adjustments. Breathe in. Lengthen through the spine. Now we move into our pyramid pose. As you exhale, send those hips back toward the back of the room. Send them back. You might come further down. Just depends on how you feel. You can just keep your hands placed at the seat of the chair. Pyramid pose. And remember, one side's always going to be a little bit tighter than the other. For me, it's my right side. It's this side. It just doesn't bend like the left side. Keep with your breathing. So remember, when you are holding a stretch like this, you are not holding your breath. You continue to breathe and inhale and exhale. Feel that in the leg. Your breath will help you stretch. Begin to press your way back up. Bend the knee to step in. Come on up, let's shake those legs out. Give your legs a little wiggle and a break. We're gonna stay standing. And we're going to move into a little bit of balance. So let's do a few balance things here. Why don't we turn our chair around so that if you need a little extra help, you have it, it's right there. So turn your chair so that the back of the chair is now closest to you. So that way, you can reach down and grab your chair if you feel unbalanced. So take a side step. So you want space between you and your chair. Why is that? When you balance like this and you wiggle around, you don't want to run into your chair. If you're right up by your chair, you're gonna, run into your chair. So give yourself space. We want space, and then you have room on either side of you to catch yourself. And your chair is there if you need it. Prop your right heel up near your left ankle. Bring your hand or your fingers away from the chair. Maybe you're just holding on with one fingertip. We stay here in the low position to start. Once you feel stable, see if you can bring your foot further up the leg. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe it's at the calf and maybe it's at the inner thigh. They say not to put it on your knee. It's just to protect your knees. I would say especially if you have bad knees or your knees do bug you a little bit, don't put your foot on your knee. Keep it down below the knee or above the knee. Palms together maybe. You might reach up or out. Find your balance. Keep your focus on something steady in the room. Breathe. Now check in. Is your left hip pushing way out to the side? Engage the core, the belly, to straighten out a little bit. Tuck the tailbone under. Press into the toes or the balls of the feet. Wiggle it out. Shake out those legs, give them a little break. Now, turn around to the other side so that your right hand is touching the chair. Prop your left heel up near that right ankle and fingers coming away from the chair when you're ready. Remember not to get too close to your chair, just where you can catch yourself with your hand, but you're not going to run into your chair. Remember to check in. Is your hip pushing out to the side? Tucking the tailbone under a little. Engaging the core. Release. Wiggle out those legs. Shake them out. Give them a little break. Now turn back to the other side. So we're turning to the right. Your left hand can reach the chair for balance. We're going to step our right foot directly in front of the left foot. Your left toes are touching that right heel. Your fingers are going to come away from the chair, maybe just one finger at a time. So from here, keep your shoulders relaxed. If your hands free up, we want our palms open at our side. Remember to keep your gazing point. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knees. So we want to keep our back heel down as we bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift your heels off the ground. Breathe out, lower the heels down to the ground. Wiggle out those legs, shake out the toes, turn around to the other side. Now your right hand is touching the chair. Left foot steps directly in front of the right foot. Your right toes are touching that left heel, and find your balance. Fingers coming away from the chair. Palms open at your side. Soft shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding your balance. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Straighten out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, lower those heels down. Wiggle out those legs, shake them out, wiggle it out. Turn to the right side. So now we're back here. Our left hand is touching the chair. We have our distance. We're going to keep balancing. So ground your feet to start. Our focal point out in front, something to keep your eye on, to keep your focus. Draw the right knee up, flex the foot, bring your fingers away from the chair. Maybe you keep your palms together, your hands at your heart, hold it here. If you want to add more, straighten out that leg. You can also bring your hand back and work to build strength in this leg. Extending the leg, pushing that heel forward. Take a deep breath in. Grab your chair with your left hand. Sweep that right leg all the way up and back. See if you can lift your leg a little higher. And nice and easy, come back. Bring it down. Wiggle out those legs, shake them out, stay here. We're going to take our hand back to the chair. Cross your right foot all the way over the left foot. Inhale, right arm all the way up. Exhale, tilt toward your chair. Come up. Bring your fingertips behind your head. Those right fingers behind the head. So your elbow is bent. Kind of check in. Press that elbow back a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Elbow to the sky. Tilting toward the chair. Come on back up, nice and easy. Bring your arm down, uncross. Wiggle out those legs, shake them out. Turn to the other side, so turn left. Your right hand is touching the chair. You're going to find your gazing point and draw the left knee up. Check in, flexing your foot. Your left knee is at about a 90-degree angle here. Now, maybe extending that leg, pushing that heel forward. Remember, you've got that chair there to hold on to if you need it. So take a breath, inhale. Exhale. Hold on to your chair. Inhale. And exhale, we sweep that left leg all the way up and back. Maybe lifting a little higher. And nice and easy. Come on up. Wiggle out those legs. Stay right here. Shake it out. Give those legs a little break. Now, you can keep that right hand on the chair. We're going to cross our left foot all the way over the right foot. Inhale. Left arm all the way up. Exhale. Tilt toward the chair. Come on up slow. Take those left fingers, bring them behind the head. Your elbow is bent and check in. Maybe press the elbow back a little bit. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Tilt toward the chair. Your elbow moves toward the sky. Slowly, come back up. Release, uncross, shake those legs out, wiggle them out. Now, turn towards your chair. We're gonna just tuck the toes under here. So this is an easier way to do it when you're standing up here. You can shift your foot further back and tuck the toes under. Let the top of the foot stretch. You can move around. So when we do this, you can bend the knee a little, straighten the leg out, kind of experiment with how it feels. Maybe you roll the toes a little side to side, kind of get the other toes that you might not feel stretching out. So working on the top of the foot. Wiggle it out, shake those toes out and switch. Left side, tuck those toes under, bending the knee, and straightening out. And wiggle it out. Shake those toes out. Okay, we're gonna do one more right here. You wanna be close to your chair because we're gonna step back. So, move in close to your chair. Your hands are on the chair. We need this chair for leverage and to be able to push down on something. This can also be done against a wall, but you wanna do it with something to press on. So we're gonna step our right foot back, but it doesn't need to be a super wide step. We're gonna bend the front knee. Front knee is bent, a soft bend, and then press into that chair. You should feel that in that right calf, Both toes are facing forward and both heels are all the way down on the mat. Breathe. Step back in. Left foot back. Remember, you want to be close to your chair when we step back. Left foot steps back, a soft bend in the front right knee. Both toes are facing forward and both heels are down. Step back in, wiggle those legs out. So now we're going to move back into a downward facing dog. But we're gonna get rid of the chair. Feel free to use the chair and do it that way if you'd like. We've stretched, we've moved, we've warmed up quite a bit. So now I'm gonna move this chair out of the way. Feel free to keep it. Grounding your feet at the front of the mat. We're just gonna bend forward and reach down. Forward bend. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. Now we step back, 1 foot at a time, find downward facing dog. Your hands are down on the ground, tailbone to the sky, heels toward the mat. Maybe shake out that head. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes. So if you were using your chair, move it out of the way. We're finished with that. Give yourself some space and begin to circle the hips. Push the hips forward. Press them out to each side. Push way back. Circle. And change direction. Back to center. Now, let's sit back and sweep our legs out in front. We're gonna begin to come all the way down. So we wanna use our strap again. So make your way down onto your back and find your strap. So let's keep our strap right near us, but take your knees towards your chest. Give a little rock side to side. Let the back kind of work its way out a little bit. The hips rocking side to side. Hold it at the center. Take your hands to your knees and keep your knees together as you circle the knees around. Your circle is about the size of a dinner plate. Massaging the low back. And then change direction. And hold it there. Okay, take those feet down. Let's stretch out the legs. And now our strap is by us, so let's take it and place it around the balls of the right foot. So we're going to stretch out that leg. like this. And I want you to circle the right leg. So you're going to take it all the way down, bring it around, cross it over. So nice big circles on that entire leg. So kind of adjust, figure out where you need to hold on to your strap. Big circles. Let's change direction. So circle the other way. I've started to hold my strap in my left hand. It seems a little bit easier to circle, but that's up to you. Whatever hand feels right to circle that leg. Nice and easy, let's lower that right leg down and we'll switch. So slide your left foot into the strap. Bring your leg up and begin to circle all the way around. And again, I've decided to hold my strap in the right hand to circle that leg. Work at your own pace. Change direction. Give yourself one more big circle all the way around. And let that leg come down. You can move your strap. Let's start by bringing our feet together. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms out. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Reach up overhead. Wiggle the toes, point and flex. Spread out the toes. Bring your arms all the way to goalpost arms. Keep the arms and the shoulders down, opening through the chest. Goalpost arms, feet together. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Gently begin to tuck your chin towards your chest. Draw the elbows together. Bring your head down, nice and easy. Tuck your right knee to your chest. Begin to cross that right leg over to the left side. Reach your right arm out for a twist. Keep your knee bent at 90 degrees. Kind of flex that foot. Gently untwist. Stretch out your leg and tuck your left knee to your chest. Hold it here. Across the body. Left arm out. Maybe look over that left shoulder. Try and keep those shoulders down as you twist. Gently untwist. Have your knees bent. Have the soles of the feet down on the ground. You can rest your arms open at your side, and we're gonna shift our knees side to side. Let them drop in on one another, like windshield wipers. Hold it here, knees to the chest. Bring your arms around the legs and draw your forehead toward the knees. Shavasana. Open up those feet to the edges of the mat. Arms away from the body. We're going to begin with a little tension and release. So make yourself comfortable. If you need to bundle up, we're going to begin to cool down a bit. So make sure you're warm. It is a cold and windy day, rainy. So we'll start with our right leg. Lift your right leg a couple inches off the ground and squeeze and engage all the muscles in the right leg. Engage the quad, flex the foot, squeeze the leg. Point the toes, squeeze the leg, squeeze. Flex your foot, squeeze, squeeze. Point the toes and squeeze the leg. Flex your foot, squeeze, release. Just let your leg drop when I say release. Left leg a couple inches off the ground. Squeeze and engage all the muscles in that left leg. Squeeze. Point the toes, squeeze the calf. Squeeze. Flex your foot, lift the kneecap. Squeeze. Squeeze. Point the toes, squeeze the leg. Flex your foot and squeeze. Squeeze, release. Squeeze and engage the glutes. Squeeze, 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 and release. Squeeze the belly in. Squeeze the abdominal muscles. Squeeze, 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 release. Breathe in through the belly. Breathe out through the belly. Again, inhale. And a long exhale. Squeeze and press your shoulder blades together. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. Adjust those shoulders. Lift both arms a couple inches off the ground. Squeeze your hands into fists and squeeze all the muscles in the arms, the hands. Squeeze the elbows, the fingertips. Squeeze the upper arms. Squeeze. 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 Open your fingers. Reach your fingertips toward the toes. Still squeezing all the muscles in the arms, the hands, the fingers, the wrists. Squeeze the elbows and the upper arms. Squeeze. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your lips, and release. Soften the face. Keeping your eyes closed, beginning to relax. Relax your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Relax your calves, your knees, and your thighs. Relax your hips, your glutes, and your low back, letting the low back sink into the mat. Relax and soften your middle back and your abdominal muscles, exhaling any tension in the belly. Relax your upper back, your chest, your shoulders, and your shoulder blades. Soften the space between the shoulder blades. Relax your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, and your wrists. Relax your palms, your fingers, and your fingertips. Soften the neck and the spine, all the way down the back to the tailbone. Relax your scalp, your ears, your forehead. Soften the eyelids and the cheeks. Relax your nose, your lips. Let the lips separate and loosen the jaw. Relax your chin, your tongue, and your throat. Slowing and quieting the breath. Clearing your mind and letting the whole body completely relax.